Upper East Side can get, as Dr. Oz said. But in the past, you were very skeptical about use of Ozempic. Here's what you said back in October of last year. Watch.
They make this drug in Denmark, and in Denmark, they do not recommend it for diabetes or for obesity. They recommend dietary and behavioral changes. In our country, they're counting on selling it to Americans because we're so stupid and so addicted to drugs.
So what do what has changed? You said that Americans are stupid on this and addicted to drugs. And now it's going to be cheaper, so a lot more people in this country are going to be on it, Secretary.
Well, there's two answers to that question. One is the reality. Americans are spending more on this drug than any other drug. Mm-hmm. It is our number one cost for pharmaceutical products, so people are buying it, and Medicaid and Medicare are paying for it. And this agreement, this negotiation that we've worked out with the manufacturers will dramatically lower the cost of Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance. The people can make a choice. Americans can make a choice about whether they want access or not. The other thing that persuaded me, Martha, is I looked at data that Dr. Oz and Dr. Marty McCary showed me that showed that Ozempic, the use of Ozempic, a wider spread use of it, will dramatically reduce our costs and the impacts of diabetes, of heart disease, of other chronic illnesses that are associated with obesity. Obesity drives about 50% of medical costs in this country. And to me, it's not the optimal way of eliminating obesity, but it is a tool in the toolbox. And there are many Americans who are locked in a cycle of obesity and are not profiting from diets. They may not even be able to afford good food, whole food that can reduce the risk of obesity. And so this is an arrow in the quiver. We are releasing it in a way where we're going to be encouraging people to get at the root causes of obesity, which are diet and physical activity. We haven't forgotten about that, but I am convinced that this overall is going to be a good thing for the American people, and it's going to be good for us financially. And I think we're going to lose about 135 million pounds by this time next year, and that is going to have advantages with, again, cardiovascular diseases and diabetes and all these other renal diseases, liver disease, and all these other chronic diseases that are associated with obesity.
There's no doubt that we have 50% of adults that are obese in this country, and it's been a problem that has been pervasive for a really long time, and encouraging diet and exercise hasn't really made a difference, dramatic difference in that, unfortunately. And I know you have stressed those things and the Physical Fitness Award and all of this, so hopefully some of those things will pay off. But so you believe that Ozempic and Wegovy and these drugs, that they are safe for long-term use for Americans?
Well, I didn't say that. I said I think every pharmaceutical intervention has risks, and there are some pretty well documented risks for these GLP drugs, and so people should talk with their doctors and be aware of those risks and be alert to them, because there are definitely risks. Okay. And again, the optimal way for us to, and we are, President Trump has us revising the dietary guidelines. We're going to dramatically change the food culture in this country, and is relaunching the Presidential Council on Physical Fitness. We're going to start getting our kids fit again, but this is an arrow in the quiver.
Got it. I got it. Well, we look forward to that. We know a lot of kids want those patches on their sleeves like we used to have when we were kids. Secretary Kennedy, thank you very much. Good to see you, sir.